Hi, this is Lindsay, one of the co-hosts of Beauties and Headcanons. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Your Life Matters podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Mariah White, and I am a passionate pediatric nurse practitioner and fired up health and happiness coach here to deliver a simple message to you. This podcast is meant to provide a hope and a dream that fuels your soul to dream big and to dream bold and to empower and inspire you to live out your wildest dreams and to grab a hold onto the unwavering truth that you were made for more. What's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another episode. Happy Tuesday. I hope you are just really in a sense of gratitude, whether you are listening in the morning, the afternoon, the evening, on your drive home, on your drive to work, whichever. I just really want you to know how incredibly blessed I am to know you and to spend time with you every single Tuesday. I want you to understand that this podcast is such a incredible gift to me, and I am so grateful that it has become a gift to you and so many other people. My focus for this podcast is to really give people tangible things to take away and to implement into their life as I'm growing and diving into my self-love, into my growth, into my leadership, and into my mental health. I want to be able to give you guys that sense of purpose and happiness and fulfillment to know that your life truly does matter. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And I'm just so humbled and grateful. I really empower you guys and implore you guys to leave a rating and review. Let me know what's speaking to you. Let me know what this podcast means to you. I love being able to look through the reviews and the ratings. And I really, truly believe that Your Life Matters podcast is a top 100 iTunes podcast. And I know that we're going to get there. And with that comes belief and grit and grind and just sharing my heart every single Tuesday like I have been. So on that note of sharing your heart and sharing things that I've gone through and the struggles and the hardships, I really have to come at you guys honest this week. This week I've really struggled with coming up what to say and what to talk about. And I was thinking about the things that I've really had to implement into my life so that I can find joy. As many of you guys know, whether you follow me on social media, at Dr. Fit White on Instagram or on Facebook, you know that I have gone through and struggled with postpartum depression. You guys understand that I am a single mom trying to make things happen for her daughter in this life. And in that same breath, I'm a tiny human healer, and I am a passionate health and happiness coach. But that doesn't mean everything's rainbows and butterflies. And sometimes people just test the limit. So this week, I really wanted to touch on how you continue to maintain your emotional intelligence. How do you continue to keep your cool? How do you continue to handle toxic situations, toxic relationships, and continue to just keep your head leveled? And how do you continue to carry yourself in the sense of, yeah, things are hard right now, but I don't need to mope around and act like everything is horrible. I can say I'm good or I'm having a great day and be blessed, all in the same breath of saying this shit's hard and I'm tired and not every day is rainbows and butterflies. That's okay. A lot of times people who are miserable, toxic, life-sucking people, let's just be honest, they are the number one people who are like, you can't be happy and be sad at the same time, or you are letting everybody know that you're so happy and you're not, or they're the ones that call you fake, or they're the ones that attack your character. And really, it's truly not you, it's them. They're miserable and they're miserable people. They're very toxic in healthy situations. And the reason why I can say that is because I've been surrounded by many of those people who are like, oh, Mariah, you're so fake because, you're always wearing a smile, you try to be positive, but then, 20 seconds goes by and you're saying like, oh man, this is so difficult. Well, if you're really struggling with that, then why are you saying that you're happy? I feel like that is the silliest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, because you're allowed to be hurt and happy in the same breath. You're allowed to be excited and sad in the same breath. And I talked about this when I talked about my feelings becoming a new mom, because becoming a new mom is a journey. You are excited, you're elated, you're overwhelmed with love and joy and excitement. And then you realize that sleep deprivation and postpartum depression and not getting enough help and not getting enough sleep, that all kicks in, and you're allowed to complain about it, but you're also allowed to look at your newborn baby and say, you are the best thing that's ever happened to me and you're a blessing. Anybody who tries to take that away from you is just a toxic person that you need out of your life. Just a person that you need to say, your opinion doesn't matter of me and I'm doing the best that I can. You have the power. I'm giving you the power to say that. Same breath of when you're sitting there and in a situation at work or in life or in a relationship and you're like, man, I love my significant other. I love my spouse with all of my heart. That doesn't mean that when they leave all of their shoes and their clothes and all this other stuff, that it can't piss you off. You're allowed to be mad that your significant other is a freaking pig and you have to clean up after them after long days of work. That doesn't take away the fact that you love them. That doesn't take away the fact that they're the love of your life or they're the best thing that ever happened. It's just life. Life has ebbs and flows, but it's how you handle a situation that changes everything. It's how you handle a situation that shows your character. It's how you handle situations with emotional intelligence. And here's how. Regardless of if people try to come after you in your character or make you feel a certain way based on the decisions you make or the choices you have or how you try to exude positive activities or your energy or your aura, no matter what, you can have emotional intelligence, and this is how. Take a deep breath. First of all, when somebody is coming at you and they're angry, they're frustrated, they're attacking, they're doing whatever it is that you're doing, you can take a step back and take a deep breath and just say, I'm going to come from a place of love. I'm going to come from a place of setting my intention in the right place. This person is clearly upset, even though I didn't intentionally try to hurt them or upset them. I'm going to hear what they have to say and not be defensive. And then when I act, I'm going to make sure that I'm in a calm voice. I'm going to make sure that I'm level-headed. And it's okay in any situation to say, I'm not in the place right now where I can talk about this. Can we talk about it in another time? And whether this is in work or this is a relationship or this is just, day-to-day living, you're allowed to sit there and not deal with the situation right then and there because of emotional intelligence. If you are going to lash out, be angry, be hostile, yell back, get frustrated, get riled up, your blood pressure's going up, that is not the time that you need to have a conversation. And I remember for me a couple weeks ago, a lot of things were going on, especially with how busy we are with RSV season and patients and the amount of patients we're seeing and policies and procedures and things that are going on. And, as a boisterous, very passionate person, I'm going to speak my mind in situations. And I've learned that I can speak my mind in situations, but I need to speak my mind in situations when I'm not fired up about them, because my passion can also be misconstrued as being blunt or disrespectful. And I never want to set the intention with anybody that I'm trying to ever disrespect them. More or not, when I'm louder or I'm excited or I am passionate about something, I get, 10 notches higher. You guys have heard me on this podcast when I'm like going in and I'm like starting to cuss and things like that. That's just me getting passionate about something. So I've learned that about myself. Emotional intelligence is everything. I know as a passionate, ambitious person, I can be a little bit too aggressive or blunt when I'm in that state of passion or fire or anxiety or energy level or any of those things. So I know I can take a step back or the next day bring up the situation where I'm like, hey, this is what I felt yesterday and this is how I was feeling. I let that known in that situation with work. I was just like, hey, look, this happened yesterday. I want to be on the same page. I want to really set the intention that this is what I meant by this. This is how I felt about it. And we can have an open dialogue, an open conversation. If for any reason that person that you're having that conversation with is firing back and they're defensive, remain level-headed, remain calm, and understand if you work from a state of true positive intention, everything will be okay. And this is the same situations with personal relationships that I have going on, where I'm sitting there and I can have a conversation and really come from the intention of I'm trying to exude love and positivity and good energy. And this person is just constantly attacking me, my character, who I am, what I'm doing. And they want to go out of their way to hurt me and be malicious. Well, 1, it's a toxic relationship. 2, it's not healthy. 3, I need to maintain my emotional intelligence because I know that I'm coming from an intention and a set place where I am trying to be and do the right thing. If at the end of the day, you lay your head on the pillow and you said, I did my best to show love, to show up for people, to make people feel like they matter, and to really make a difference in the world, the rest of the bullcrap doesn't matter. I'm going to say that again. If you set your intention on love and you really help make this world better, the rest of the bullshit doesn't matter. Now, say you have somebody who's very close to you and they literally suck the life out of you. They suck the oxygen out of the room. It is somebody that you are going to have to be with and deal with, if it's a family member, whatever. There are ways that you can set boundaries to where you can have emotional intelligence with them. I think back to relationships that I've been in previously or relationships that I currently have in my life where, I don't exude a whole lot of energy for things that don't serve me any purpose, give me positivity, or uplift me, because I know that at the end of the day, my peace is the most important thing. Me maintaining emotional intelligence and having my peace and my sense of clarity, that matters to me more than anything else in the world. I deserve happiness. I deserve peace. I deserve to feel wanted, worthy, needed, and loved. And anybody who is going to take that away based on one conversation, that's not something I need. So I'm empowering you guys to take back your power. I'm empowering you to, in hard situations, whether it's in work, whether it's your stress, whether it's school, whether it's a relationship, whether it's something that's going on that you feel like you don't have a sense of control with. I am giving you permission to claim back your power and take back the reins and know that you can take a deep breath. Set your intention on a good intention. Be positive, be uplifting, have the right energy and the state of conversation. Know that it's okay to walk away if you can't exhibit emotional intelligence. And then know that at the end of the day, if you lay your head down on the pillow and you did everything that in your power to be and do the right thing and be a good person, that you should not allow anybody's negativity or toxicity to take away from your character. You are an amazing person. You are a caring person. You are a humble person. You are somebody who can really make a difference in this life. I want you to know that. I want you to believe that. I want you to feel that. I mean it 100% with all my heart. You are more than enough in this life. You are more than worthy in this life. You are more than capable in this life. Set your intention. Remind yourself to be humble and set the intention on being a good person. And know that no matter what, you dictate the way that you feel. You dictate conversations you have. You dictate how a situation could go based on how you stay level-headed and emotionally sound in that situation. We all have toxic situations. We all have toxic relationships. We all have toxic things in our life. But guess what? There's a difference between me and other people. There's a difference between you, now that you've heard this podcast, and other people. You let it bring up anxiety. You let it bring up depression. You let it bring up and stir up signs of emotional wreckage. You let it completely alter your entire day. Somebody can try and ruin the morning, but they don't get the afternoon. Somebody can try to ruin 8 o'clock, but they don't get 8:15. Somebody can try and ruin 2, but that doesn't mean it needs to go into 3 and 4. Does that make sense? I want you to really understand that you have the capability to change your mindset. If somebody is trying to go out of their way to hurt you or attack you or make you feel inadequate or irrelevant or that you are the issue, sit back, figure out if you really are causing the problem, but set the intention, breathe, take a deep breath, learn when to walk away, and then just know that there are just some toxic people that just aren't worth your time, energy, or effort, who are going to degrade your character no matter what you do or how hard you try. And that's okay. But that shouldn't keep you up at night. That shouldn't make you feel like you're an awful person. That shouldn't hold you back from anything incredible that you have planned for your life. You are more than enough. Your life matters. You are capable. You are able. And I'm so freaking proud to know you, and so freaking proud that you are here today listening to this podcast. All right, guys. I hope that was something that you can implement into your life, whether you are dealing with things at work or in relationships or in your life or just in the turmoil, the hustle and bustle, the ebbs and flow of life. Not everybody is going to like you. You're not cookie cutter. You're not going to be this one size fit alls, and that's okay. But just know, as long as you do the right thing and be emotionally sound and know when to walk away and know when to be passionate and know when to just take a deep breath and say, it's going to be okay. I can't change this person's mind, but I'm still a good person, that's all I want from you, because you are, and you are amazing. All right, guys, until next time on another episode of Your Life